Floss Tube friends. This is Sylvia with Running with Needles and Scissors, and it is Sunday, one of my favorite days to film because it seems to be more quiet. It's September 1st. Sampler, is it Sampler September? Yes, it is. Anyways, it's right around 1-ish, and I thought I would come on. It's high time to do another floss tube. You see stuff here. August has been super busy. Now, first, I want to thank, I took notes and they're over here, so that's not doing me any good. Hang on. Okay, first, I want to thank all of my loyal viewers. You are what makes this channel go. You are the reason I do this. Second of all, thank you to new subscribers. There were a number, quite a few, that signed up or subscribed in the last month, and I'm very grateful for that. And also, Needlework Marketplace is in the rearview mirror, and I just wanted to thank everybody who pre-ordered and had their shops come by and order for me. That was really great. Thank you so much. I'm going to take off these glasses again because they are doing their photo, I don't know what it's called. Anyways, they're a little darker than they should be because of all the light in this room. Okay, so August was a blur. It was so incredibly busy. Want to give you an update real quick on the bees. Yeah, it killed the hive. I laugh, but I'm really sad. I go out there. That aches my heart. So we had robber bees come by. Robber bees are just normal bees from another hive, but they are distressed and don't have enough. And then they go and try to find another hive that is less vigorous. And they go in and they rob them. They rob them of their honey and everything they can get their hands on. So when Rob went and I'm jumping around a little bit, and the hive that they attack, of course, they defend themselves. And so there are casualties on both sides. We went in and looked after a couple days. We really didn't want to disturb the hive too much, but it was completely cleaned out. Babies, everything was gone. Don't know what happened to them. I mean, when they open up the cells, the babies die, of course. The queen was gone. Don't know if she got killed or not. There were a few bees left. There are still bees kind of going in and out, few. But the hive essentially has been destroyed. So we are going to, I hate to take it away from the little bees that are left, but we really have to watch it. We don't want anything else getting in there. Sad. But, you know, that is nature sometimes, and we didn't know about it. We'll be on guard for this next year. It happens in July, August is when these things happen. Anyways, so that's the bees, sad. But we will get another colony come spring. We won't do it now, but in the springtime, we'll repopulate that hive and continue going. We've had them, this is the 3rd year, and this will be the 3rd year we've gotten no honey. I told Rob, I said, okay, these slacker bees need to pick it up. Even the other hive that is super busy and doing so great, not enough honey. I'm not sure what that is about, or if Rob thinks it's not enough honey. I don't know. Anyways, no honey. But all our pollination, things that need pollination, they are great. We've got like the fruit-bearing trees, and I say fruit-bearing, it's not edible fruit, it's like the little apple, you know, and ornamental apples and whatnot. They are loaded with fruit, not edible, but whatever, you know, it looks good. Okay, let's continue on. I taught at the Queen City Sampler. I didn't teach. I went and visited the Queen City Sampler Guild in August 10th to be exact. And I had reproduced a sampler for him called Martha Miller 1858. I don't have it here because once I was done with that, and it's theirs for a year, the pattern is exclusive to them, I gave it to my model stitcher, Diane. I said, hey, do you want to have her for a year? Because she can hang on your wall. I don't need her for a year. And she's like, yeah. And she happily took her home, and I totally forgot that I hadn't shown her yet. So that is where she is. But on my Instagram, Running with Needles and Scissors, there is a photo of her, and she turned out so beautiful. And the frame I got for her was like custom made for her. I'm not saying it was custom made for her, but it was like custom made for her. I happened to be at one of the Goodwills that has good home goods, and I saw this, it was stitching in there, this frame with stitching that was done by Michaels. And I said, wow, the frame is fantastic. The stitching I'm not really super keen on, but the frame is great. And so it was $4.99, and I grabbed it and took it home. And when Martha was done, we laid her on there, and it was like, oh my gosh, this is perfect. So for $4.99, I might have gotten a discount because of my age. We don't know yet. I don't know. If it was Wednesday, I did. Yeah, I got her framed, so I can't complain. What else? I will be teaching, or I hate to say teaching, but anyways, we're going to talk about finishing, etc. on the buttons for the Tudor Rose Sampler Guild on Tuesday. And here's what I designed for them. These are the Tudor Rose Sampler. Well, that was fantastic. I thought they were wedged in there good enough not to fall off. So one moment while I do my patented button pickup. So these two are on there. I've Velcroed them, but the others I did not because I thought they would hold. Hold on, one button went skedaddling. Well, we're gonna have to look at that later because, okay, that'll take too long to TRSG. Let's just pretend the R's in there and maybe they won't fall off. Okay. So there's an R missing that probably rolled underneath the couch. I'm not going to go dive for it. There it is. Perfectly professional and classy like I always do. Anyway, so these will be taught on Tuesday to the Sampler Guild. Now I designed them on these 2-inch buttons. They're just a tad bigger than the holder because I forgot what my dimensions were. Now, if it was me, I would put the TRSG on there and I would turn this one into a scissor fob by trimming it with some ribbon and putting another covered button on the back and then, you know, having something to hang it off. Okay, so that is that. Good night. That was cool. Let me grab my notes because now I'm all discombobulated. Oh, and then I'll be doing a mini class at a retreat on the acorn buttons. You know, it's that time of year. And Sissy Bailey Smith is there as well. It's just a private little retreat. And she's doing something with acorns and squirrels. And I thought, well, perfect. Let me pop in there with my acorn buttons. And let me show them to you. And all we really do is I go over tips and tricks to stitch over one. Here are the acorn buttons. Here's the pattern. Ooh, there it is, which comes with the Gloriana that you need to stitch it. Anyways, so these little acorn buttons, you can see the squirrel in the A and the oak leaves in the C. There's my acorn, the R, and a little pumpkin in the end. I'll be doing that at our little private retreat in Tennessee next week. Okay, back to my notes. Because I forget, I really do. I finish up pretty much 100% of my floss tubes. When I'm done, I'm like, I forgot to talk about this, or I forgot to talk about that. Anyways, okay. And the other thing on the teaching end is that fabulous sampler that I did for EGA, for the Embroidery Guild of America, that is happening next year. They're adding a component to their national seminar called Sampler U. And if I have it correct, Lee Peacock will be talking on FIBERTALK. She gave me the date. Yow. It's next week after next. Anyways, look below. I will post it in the show notes or across here. Anyway, so she'll be talking about that. So if you're curious, tune into FIBERTALK on the date that I'll give you. But let me show you the sampler, because last time it was already gone and I showed you the antique, but now I have the reproduction. It came back. So here it is. Can you just even? I love her so much. I was telling Diane, who stitched her for me, that I wish I had stitched her, because I give my model stitchers their models back. And she sort of was like, well, you could keep her. I'll stitch her one day. The verse is, make use of present time, because thou must shortly take up thy lodging in the dust. Sounds appealing. It's dreadful to behold the setting sun and night appear before the work is done. Now I know about that. Fear God and keep his commandments, for this is the whole duty of man. Isabella Kett, she stopped there. Her name is Isabella Kettlewell. She couldn't fit that in, so it's just Isabella Kett. For God shall bring every work into judgment with every secret thing, whether it be good or evil. And this is Isabella Kettlewell, aged 12, stitched in the year of 1818. And like I said, I think if you are Frances Eden fans, there are similarities, especially here in the middle. And I think the color choices are also very similar to Frances Eden. Anyways, this will be taught next year at Sampler U in November in Dallas. The signups open September 10th. So that's when the link is active, and that's when you can sign up for this. You don't have to be a member of the EGA. And this class will be the sampler and also smalls that you design yourself based on this sampler. So I am really looking forward to this. I got a inquiry from Lee. She said, you do floss tubes. Would you like to speak at the banquet? It's just like, one does not correlate into the other. No, I do not want to speak at your banquet. No, if I'd known like a subject or something, maybe, but just to come up with something for me, I was like, at the time, I was like, I can't, you know, it was a little too much. So, I was like, no, I hate to turn it down, but no, I can't see myself. I sweat already in front of the camera. You know, I can't imagine what it would be like live. All right, let's see what else we've got on our little schedule. Now, we have, or I have, not the royal we, I have so much to celebrate. One is, you know, my subscribers, I rolled over 5,000, and that really tickled me pink. So I have something for that. And second is that my good friend Shelly Fry, Antique Needleworkers, if you don't follow her, please do. She's fantastic. She started designing. She kicked off, and she has so much enthusiasm, and she's just such a grace-filled person. It was just great to see her join us at the designer table, which I just love. And so she sent me all of her patterns, which are down here. Let's do those first to give away. And I'm so happy to do it. Now, Shelly gave me a lot of credit for helping her, way more than I deserve. Really, honestly, I'm not being humble. I was just like, well, you know, I did very little. Every once in a while, you know, I answered a question, or, you know, it really was not much. Shelly is super motivated and, you know, really throws herself into whatever she does, and she really studies up on things. And so she just did a fantastic job launching, and she's very thoughtful and methodical about how she goes about it. So, and loving, she's so passionate. So the first sweet little pattern is Be Ye Kind by Antique Needleworkers. And to get this one, all you need to do is have the word kind in your comment. Ooh, that's going to be a little harder. Okay, so this one, so wonderful, is The Law of Kindness. She made a beautiful book. I'm trying. Is there a pattern right away? Kind of. Okay, can't open it. Let's flip it to the back. Here are the little 2 extra charts that are included in the book. You know, and her whole layout, I needed to have her do my photography. She just does such a good job. I'm like, okay, it's straight, it's in, yep, done. Okay, anyways, so let's use law, because if we use kindness, that's gonna get confusing. So we're gonna use law on the law of kindness. And for those of you who haven't read it, it says, she opens her mouth with wisdom, and on her tongue is the law of kindness. This comes out of Proverbs. Shelly said she reads Proverbs. There's a proverb for every day of the month. And so, you know, it's 1 through 30 or 1 through 31. probably. And she reads them every month. And I think that's a great idea. And I said, I'm going to do that too. And it was the 15th or 18th or something. And I'm like, oh no, wait, till September 1st. So it's a good reminder to me. I need to sit down and read Proverbs number 1. And then she has this beautiful, sweet, sweet sampler called Delia Conger. Here she is. And I just really love the alphabet on the outside. And the colors are so sweet. We were talking about, this could make a good birth sample. I know she talks about it in her video. We talked about it beforehand. It's something that my point to her was, yeah, absolutely, because this is not something that they would grow out of. And you can totally customize your colors. And so we'll call this Delia. You have to spell it correctly. D-E-L-I-A, Delia. You can mention Delia. And the story behind it is fantastic. I will not repeat it. You can go to Shelley's latest Floss tube and hear her talk about it. And she also did a beautiful write-up in the sampler itself. And these two are wonderful books that she had printed up, and she just did a fantastic job. My giveaway for the 5,000 is I'm doing a Christmas theme because it's September. I should do a sampler, but I'm not. Okay. Anyway, so here is the project bag. It is Christmassy. It's got the reindeer lining on the inside. I sewed this one a while back. So there's the reindeer, and I've put in my Christmas patterns. Here is Beneath the Snow. Let me see, I brought the models. There we go. I so dig the tinsel, I have to say. Okay, let's do this properly so you can see it. There you go. Beneath the Snow is in here. Put that there. Christmas Wishes. Ooh, these are a lot harder to show, Christmas Wishes. If I could look at them quickly. I don't know where they went to. They're behind me. There you go. They're still in the bag. Their travel bag. Christmas Wishes. So I'm not going to try and hold all three up. Obviously today I've got Dropsies. So here is Rejoice and Good Tidings. And it comes with a healthy dose of comfort and joy. And there are all three. They're finished beautifully by Jan, my friend Jan from Finish the Stitch. So there are those. Let's move her to the side. Drop them on down here. Okay, and the last one, last but not least, are the Noel buttons, which also have a pattern to convert them into love buttons. And I have the Noels here. They're firmly attached so they don't fall off. I've learned my lesson. Anyways, there you go. Here are the Noel buttons. And those are all in the bag. And we'll call it Christmas. All right, you know the rules, 18 and over, no talking about prize or giveaway or anything like that. All right, so let's see what's next on the list. Okay, I've got some stash to share. Well, first I've got something that my girlfriend, my sweet friend, Lisa Duffin, Lady HUZZAH Presents, sent to me. And I forgot about it last time, only because it was in the display, in my patriotic display, as small as it is. But I remembered to pull it because I haven't switched out yet, but it's time because it's September. And she stitched that beautiful flag from October, is it October Fiber Arts? October House? Anyways, this is Long Flag, I think it was called. And I was hankering, there's that cute button, after this one, but I'm like, when am I gonna stitch this? But she did it for me. So thank you, Lisa, for your kindness. I love it. It's been on the display, and now that it's going to be put away, I pulled it off. All right, The other thing that came in the house is Julia Rachel de Lamar. That is the club piece from, let me pull this out, from Country Sampler. So this is the cover. She is gorgeous. Now, I've gotten into this. I didn't start it. I was just looking at all the colors, so it's not in Country Sampler form. But I have decided that I am going to probably replace this with Vicky Clayton Silk. The colors are gorgeous. I just think this sampler screams to be stitched in silk, in my opinion. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna pull these colors out and put my own conversion in. I still have so much original Vicky Clayton stock that I can't design with. So I'm trying to apply it to other things. Okay, that goes there. Then my friend Robin, Sweet Robin from Old Willow Stitchery, is teaching at our guild, at the Tudor Rose Sampler Guild, and she is teaching Anne Simpson 1837. Now this is not a great picture of the sampler. It is a really beautiful sampler. Here is the original, and you can see the difference in shape, which tells you this is uneven. So here is the color palette, and here is the I want to say silk. It's the linen, 46 count baked clay linen from Fox and Rabbit. So that's what she's going on. That's happening next weekend, right before I leave for my retreat. You know, squeeze it all in there. And then I got some books. I found these for a steal on Etsy. They all came from the same seller. One is British Embroidery, Curious Works from the 17th Century. This one's super interesting. You can see I marked a few things. So this really has a lot of embroidery. Some samplers, but a lot of embroidery. And just to kind of give you an idea, well, there's caskets and whatnot, but there's some, you can see some 3D things. Very interesting to look at. This is my keeping it real. Couldn't find, or didn't want to do like sticky pads or anything. I'm like, oh yeah, floss works well for this thing. In the Neatest Manner, the Making of the Virginia Sampler Tradition by Kimberly Smith Ivy. Isn't that fabulous? Anyways, lots of eye candy in here, and let me see what I marked. Oh, I thought these were fabulous. So look at those trees. They're similar. No, that's hard to see. There you go. They look like they're stacked. I've tried to do that in my designing. It does not look good for me. Anyways, lots and lots of really nifty samplers to look at there, and great history. Samplers from A to Z, Pamela A. Parmel, the Museum of Fine Arts in Boston. And as I was going through here, there's a lot of band samplers. No, was this one a lot of band samplers? Samplers, yeah. Not this one. But here are a few that just jumped out at, or this one did. Oy, oy, oy. So gorgeous. I would stitch this, except this is all embroidery. That's what makes it hard. But I do love all the Bargello and whatnot stitches down there. And then found, there's a few in here that have been reproduced. Here's the original Jane Atkinson. That's what she looks like. And I don't know what they did. I have to look at the pattern because I have it. I don't know what they did with the faces. They are embroidered, satin stitched, etc. I'd like to see that. Okay, and the last one is called Samplers from the Fitzwilliam Museum Handbook. And well, right away there's a beautiful Bristol right there in the back. This one had a lot of band samplers. Now this one I totally flipped over because of the rooster, Monsieur the Rooster. So, so, so cool. I don't know if I marked another one in here. Let's see. Oh yeah, I know which one. Let me see if I can find it real quick. There was a map. I think that was in here. A map that, oh, this one. Map sampler. And I'm not like so keen on map samplers, but oh my gosh, this one totally. Oh, it's on the front too. Anyways, one of the most beautiful map samplers I've ever seen. I would be willing to try this one. It's on the cover. Okay, Fitzwilliam Museum Handbook Samplers. Also, very fun book to look through. Okay, on to my stitching. Whew. It's cooled off, but it's hot still. I have worked on Mary Foch. So I am in part 4. This is a stitch along for the Tudor Rose Sampler Guild. And part 3 is finished. And part 4 is under construction. I think the basket might be there where the basket starts. Part 4 starts. So I do love, oh, sorry about the wigglies. There you go. So you can get a good look at it. I do like my little heralding dude. And he's got, I don't know if you can see it, his hair. He's got a Beatles hairdo. Anyhow, that's Mary Foch. We are, or the guild, it just got part 2, which is up here. So I'm trying to stay ahead. I'll finish part 4 this month and then dive down into part 5. That's a really fun part. It's where we start the big middle floral thing. This is stitched on 46 count oat by Fibers on a Whim with a variety of overdyes, Weeks and Gentle Arts. And yeah, it's messy. All right, and then I have a stitch along I'm participating in with another small stitching group I belong to, and this is the American Welcome sampler by, let me see where the cover is. I folded it because it was getting beat up. Let's see here. There it is. Well, everybody's seen it. American Welcome sampler by Plum Street. Fantastic. Boy, again, she's, you know, perennially my favorite. One of my favorites. And I got the remedial version of the stitch along. I get to spread it out over 24 months because that's all I can handle. And we started this in July, so July and August. And I just finished it this morning, and yes, it's September 1, I know. I just couldn't get it done. So I started last night and then got up a little early this morning and finished it before church. So part 2, this was part 1, part 2, and I'm into part 3 a little bit. I cheat a little, and this is like up above my part. I only had to go up here, so I did a little extra up. I have a process where I like to finish my thread. So I try to use it, and I'll go to another spot, you know, and finish. That's just me. I like to finish one thread at a time, if I can. So that's why we have a little extra here, there, and right down here. But there it is. This is stitched on 46 count, lightly salted but not roasted, I think now. I looked it up, by Bestitch Me, stitching beautifully. 46 doesn't have a lot of shrinkage, so it works really well. And I'm using my own conversion of Vicki Clayton silk because, as I mentioned, I've got a ton of it and I'd like to use, I love stitching with her silk. So anytime I can use it, I will. Okay, so there's that. I'm up to date. I'm going to take this with me to the, I swear to you, by the time the 24 months rolls around, this thing's going to be in tatters. Okay, I'm going to take it with me to the retreat in Tennessee and give it a day. And hopefully I can finish September. That would be awesome. Okay, and of course I'm going to be stitching, I think I mentioned it, Mary Foch. I'm going to try and finish part 4 at the retreat as well, or before, whatever. It's got to be done. What else? Oh, I was talking about putting stitching makes me happy. So I found a bag that is more color appropriate for what I want to stitch. And here are the 4. This is what I have left over after stitching the 2 pillows. I think I'm gonna run out of the red for sure. Trying to do it one more time. But the blue, the green, and the dark, excuse me, the yellow and the dark, I have plenty, but I think it'll look pretty on here. So the majority of it will be this color with these accents. Yeah. No, the majority of it will be this color. Okay. So that's ready. I may start that just for fun in a little crack of time, just to see how that looks and how I've not stitched on these mesh bags. All right, now let's start with the endless, and I promise you it's endless. It's gonna take a long time. What's in the bag, because we're shifting from, they're coming off the shelf downstairs, and in my stitching room I've got finally my husband installed shelving above on one wall, and then I have a shelf in the garage that I'm almost done painting, and then I have a shelf downstairs that I'm going to bring up. So then I have some shelving space, and this stuff is going to move back up from downstairs, because you know we like our stash to be around. Okay, so let's start. Okay, that's all covered. All right, this must be something Christmas. Seriously, I have no idea anymore what's in here, so it's going to be as much of a surprise to me as it is to you. No, it's not. All right, I'm going to switch this to a more appropriate bag and find Christmas for this bag. Poor bag. This bag I bought at Kathy's Posies. She makes really cute bags, and they are affordable, very reasonably priced. Okay, so this is a Shepherd's Needle exclusive kit from La-Di-Da. It's the Thankful, Grateful, Blessed berries with all the stuff to do it. My girlfriend, and I have the tray somewhere, my girlfriend Lisa Duffin, Miss Hot Needles, Flaming Needles, she got this done. She sent me a template she made so that you can easily, I think I know exactly where it is. So I'm going to set this aside because it needs a new bag, and it will get a new bag. Like I said, nothing has to make sense. Here is another Kathy Posies bag. Isn't that cute? Isn't that darling? Now, this one is labeled, so we can find out beforehand what's in there. Handwork, Eliza Hill. Ooh, and Frances Eden. Who would have thought? Okay. These are not under construction. These are just kits put in here. There are some whips in there, but you know, I went through this phase where I'm like, let me kit everything up with linen, dear Lord. Okay, what do we have here? All right. Oh, this is my French linen. She does not exist anymore. I tried to hunt her down. This is a lady that produced linen in Normandy. So this is Norman linen, but she is gone. I got these at a show in France. I would look forward to seeing her every year, and I'd pick up a little bit of her linen. I don't know what that linen is for, but it'll it will reveal itself, hopefully. So this is Frances Eden. Okay, so let's do something here. Okay, you see, oh, there. Do you see her? Do you see that middle portion and the Adam and Eve? And then I think we have some similarities of stuff up there. So I'm gonna hold her back up. Isabella Kittlewell is what I'm talking about. I can't get both of them in the shot. So, but you can see it. Okay. It just so happens, let's see, what else is in here? Oh yeah, we got Eliza Hill. The Eliza Hill sampler. Oh, so pretty. And these are not the re-released one, but the originals. And here is the fabric for it, and all the flosses are in there. Yes, ma'am. Hand-dyed fibers, of course, of course. And, oh, my working copy of Frances Eden is in here. Oh, no, this is the download. So I have the original here. Let's look at this. Here's the original from Handwork. Here is the one that McKenna did from I think it's 1884 stitchery. And it has the border on it. Do you see? So there was a border on the antique, and you can sort of see that that has some similarities, especially like the corner motifs. They're not the same, but the concept is the same. So there is that. So I downloaded it again because I really wanted the border. It's just a thing. I'm not a purist by any means, but I just thought the border really did add to the sampler. Okay, so there is that. There's some loose. So I don't know what the oh, it must be Frances Eden. I must have bought this for, or decided Frances Eden would look good on this more natural linen. I don't know, I may change my mind, but there's no rush, obviously. Okay, that is, woo, let's try and unjangle this. All right, there we go. Oh, can you even? Isn't that funny? Anything with dogs, yes, yes, please. So we got our little poodle and dachshund. Anywhoosies. Okay, and it's been mushed because it's crammed in there. No label, so surprise, here we come. Oh, okay. Yep. A unicorn, badger, a peacock, a unicorn, badger. I'm reading this backwards, upside down, obviously. Yep, there it is from Scarlet Letter. And, ooh, I folded I don't think that's a good idea. I wonder if this can be ironed out. I folded my gauze. It's folded now, so it might as well stay folded. Hopefully it'll iron out. And all the necessary, I splurged. I got the Averiswa, so it's there. Mamma mia. What else is there? A floss holder. We'll take that out and put that to the side. Okay, so big plans, no action. That's what we got on this one. I know my friend, I hate to mention her all the time, but I do know my friend Lisa Duffin started this. And she's stitching it. I think she said she got it from the Scarlet Letter directly, the whole kit, and thought it was pretty reasonably priced. All right, this one has a see-through window, but it still doesn't show me what, well, oh, this is, I'm looking for this. Okay, so this is a sweet bag my friend Miriam gave to me. She gets me beautiful bags and other beautiful things. And this is the Hobby House. I've got the first two. When I go up there in October, I'll get the third. Did I go too fast? There you go. Okay, and then it's based off of, oh, can you see? Well, it's hard, this sampler. Is there a better picture? No. And I got this should be a shocker to most everybody that knows me, the hand-dyed fiber conversion for it and the fabric. I love the way Hobby House packages their fabric. That's why I left it in there. It's probably terrible for the fabric. Let's take it out. It's stitched on, what does it say? Thornfield by Needle and Flax. So, ooh, Okay, let's put it in the right way so we can see what's happening there. Or what it is. I'm gonna put these between. There we go. Okay. I really, really, really love this. I think they're doing a fantastic job with it. This feels full. This is a tulip pink bag I made. She's flying upside down. This is before I realized that maybe you want to cut your fabric so everything goes the right way, but she does go the right way at the bottom, on the front, sorry. And I was still making buttonholes and buttons. So you have to unbutton this. And that's the inside. Oh, geez. Okay. This is a forever project. Oh, my Lord. Remember this? I was doing them over one. These are the girls from Birds of a Feather. And I was stitching each one for a certain amount of time in season. And this is Le Printemps. And she's probably the furthest. I must have enjoyed her the most. I can't tell you what fabric it is, what's going on here, but this is where we're at. Stitched over one. Now I really got a hankering to work on her really badly, seeing her. So fun. Let's show her again. I still have a long way to go though, because I just did, I'm down here in the bottom right there. The flosses are, don't want to lie to you. Oh, they're hand-dyed fibers. I thought maybe I used cotton, but I didn't. Let's see, the next one, what is this? Can't show you the pattern. Where's the cover? I don't know, but this one is, these are all working copies. This is the summer one. Oh wait, here are the originals. They're also stuffed in there. My working copies and originals. Oh, there's the fall. Let's see, is this? Yeah, this is the summer, excuse me. There we go. This is the summer. Let's see what, these are all done on the same fabric. I don't know what count. Nope, that's the fall. Eh oui, here's the summer. L'été. Is that the right way around? Or is this the back? It's the back. Not too shabby though. Here we go. Here we go. See the sailboat. Also not too bad in terms of progress. When will I have time to finish these? Here comes fall. Here she is. L'automne. And make sure nope, that's the back. Now I had to change her. This is, oh, there's a needle. Just stuck right in there. Okay, let me take the needle out. There we go. I didn't like her haircut, so I gave her a different hairstyle. And this is before my designer days, but I was like, I think I can make her look, I don't know, didn't appeal to me. And I obviously toned down her ultra orange hair. She's still a redhead though. All right, there's that. I was starting to work on her cable knit sweater. And this one, the winter one, almost made me cry. This one's hard. These branches are no joke. So I think this one has the least amount done. Ooh, I don't know. I hope she fits. Anyway, so here is Mrs. Winter. But these poinsettias are so gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Anyways, wow. Okay, that was a blast from the past. I'm not even going to pull out the threads. Not that they're a huge mess, it's just, there's a lot of it. No, I'll pack this up in a minute. Okay. Oh, love this bag. This is a bag Lisa made me. We exchanged bags, so we found a table runner that had embroidery, a vintage table runner on both sides, and so she got the table runner to make bags with, and I got fabric from Williamsburg when we were there together to make bags with. And so this is her sweet bag she made for us. And this, oh, okay, yeah, What Remains by Blackbird Design. I did jump on that bandwagon and got my kit from Traditional Stitches. And I got the, there's even a card in here from Lisa. Why it's in there, I don't know. Let's see, what is this? Oh, yeah, the silk conversion. Oh my. These should be in a baggie, I think. But here are the silks from, that looks awful, from Amy Minton, Fibers to Die For. That looks better, but still not good. All right, and let's see where I'm at. This is being stitched on 46 count Autumn. It is a beautiful, beautiful piece of fabric by Under the Sea. Some of her neutrals are amazing. Let's see, this is where we're at. I was eating my vegetables on this one and putting in the border. So that's as far as I got. Et voila. Okay. Oh, there's one of my most favorite needle minders. I think I'm gonna take that off. This was something I got at a retreat from a friend. She made needle, I'm gonna take the needle out. And why do we do that? Because needles have been known to rust. Okay, so I really love little needle minders. I don't know why. Well, probably because I stitch in hand. But this is a little vintage button. And it was made by my friend Kim, who owns the Stitch Niche in Arlington, Texas. And it's now going to be put back in use because this will be a long time before I get to play around with this. All right. What else is in there? Oh, my friend Lisa. She's obviously a big part of my floss tube today. Made these floss drops. And I think I used them to put, did I? No, they came on their own. Okay, never mind. Oh, here's another needle minder. What is going on with my bags? And it's a, all right. Okay, there. Now it's back to just the essentials for the project. And it goes. Beautiful colors. Really love it. Everything goes back in there. All right. That is this bag. I won this bag from the Sampler Guild of the Rockies. Gorgeous. Love it. And it's so big. What did I stick in here? Because it's heavy. Oh, it's not labeled. It has to be something more recent because I won it last year, I think. Let's see what I said. I'm putting this in there. Oh, okay. It's multifamily housing, multi-project housing from Teresa Kogut. Here's number one. This is Lincoln's Eagle. And I decided, I saw this when I walked into the Stitch Niche. I saw the model of this and immediately I was like, oh yeah, I need to have it. I need to do it. And we were at the retreat in Texas and I picked up some Tudor silks that tells you I'm doing it teeny tiny. And I added to it when I got home some super fine silk from Vicki Clayton because I didn't have all the colors. And I went to town. Oh, there went my silk. Okay, pick it up in a minute. on 56 count and got this far. So, and fabric label is attached, so I can tell you what it is. It's Zweigart 56 count Cafe au lait, which is one of my favorite colors, Cafe au lait. All right. Et voila. There's that one. I'm going to pick up my colors because otherwise I'll forget. Here we go. So that is totally want to do it. Upside down. Totally want to do it. Put you right there for a minute. What else do we have in this magical bag? Oh my gosh. I need to take my linen bag out. Just can't put it in here because, you know, I could use it. Oh. All right. Here is Pet All the Dogs. Remember when she came out with her first samplers and we all lost our minds? And she's been knocking it out of the park ever since. So, Pet All the Dogs. Remember that one? Kitted up with Vicki Clayton. And what piece of linen is this? 46 count, Weeks Dye Works, Confederate Gray. At least that's what it's labeled. Perfect. Yes. Yes, please. Then I have a big piece, probably a fat half, of 46 count X2 Design Morning Coffee, which is for, like I said, it's coming back out. I need to put that in my designing stash and not this one, this one. Faith, Hope, Peace, and Love. I love this sampler. It's all kitted up, ready to go. Yes, ma'am. I'll take my linen back, I think. And last but not least, here is Slightly Bent Land That I Love. Also, super fabulous. And what did I pick for that? I don't know. It's not labeled. I have no idea. I sure do love it. There you go. I really don't know. And here is the, oh, it's all on a floss ring. Boy, I was sort of organized. And yes, it's Vicki Clayton Silks. So these are the colors. Yeah, I think it'll work. Since this one's not labeled and I can't use it for designing, it can stay with its intended. Oh, there's a card in here. I can tell you who made this fabulous bag. Jan's Stitching Necessities. Jan King is the owner. She made this bag. There it is. All right. Back in. All these fun things. I think if I took everything out of the bags and, you know, unkitted everything, I wouldn't have room to store. I'd be overwhelmed. Okay. I think this is another Kathy's Posies bags, but I'm not, yeah, I think so. There it is. Super cute. Yeah, it is. This one's labeled. This is With Thy Needle and Thread. Okay, it's going to be With Thy Needle and Thread stuff. Oh, Token of Love. All ready to go. I don't remember buying this. Is that on the drawer thing? Yes. Okay. Oops, that's the drawer thing. Which I have. It was hard to come by because I was in Europe, and here she's again, Lisa. Organized one for me. There's a long story behind it, but we won't go into it. It's not a pretty story. Eek. Okay. Oh. Let's see here. I'm lucky enough to be the owner of Birds of a Feather by Brenda Gervais. There's all three of them. I got it when it first came out. I immediately started stitching my little heart out. It has Velcro on it from being mounted on scroll bars, but here's where I pooped out. I did indeed. I love it though. Really. Love to see it finished. It's just not going to do by itself. Here are all the colors that go with that. It was really a cool kit by Norden Crafts. That's why you can't get it anymore. And then what's the last one in here? Oh, okay. Ooh. This is the, what is this called? Summer Schoolhouse. With all the bits and pieces. You've seen it before. This is the full thing. And I decided, you know, we're gonna do it on Teeny Tiny Linen with Gloriana Silk. This would be vintage pearl barley, and everything can fit on that. And then it comes out to the same dimensions, doing it on 56 count. Is this 56 count? Maybe. Doesn't say. Oh, 5260. Comes out to the same dimensions about as doing it over one on Nugana. Let's see here, and here's that, and oh, there's all these little accoutrements, I swear. There's the needle nannies, the guy and the girl. I think this is the only time I invested in needle nannies. They're so cute. Anyway, so it's all like museum quality, untouched. All right, so there's that. Good night. Oh, birds of the feather. Okay. Okay, then let's put that back. As you can see, this is just one box. All right, this is one that a bag I made. I thought it was so cool. I believe this is Allison Glass fabric. I may be lying, but I thought it's so cool. It's cross stitch, very fun. A bee, birds, anywho. It's unlabeled. Oh, more recent stuff. Here is, I saw somebody start that, Jane Summers' work by Shakespeare's Peddler. I love this sampler. Holy cow. So incredibly lovely. And so I'm like, yeah. And so I pulled everything except for fabric. I put my little flosses from 100% Vicky Clayton. Oh yeah, in a Brighton tin. I think it's kind of fun. Anyhow, here are the colors I picked. What fabric it will go on, I don't know just now. There we go. It's deciding it wants to fall apart, but still serves as Isn't that a cute tin? Okay. So there's that. I should really make a working copy because it's getting all bent in here because of the tin. And the last one in this box, in my French wine crate box, is this bag, which I saved this stitching on one of the big trash days in Germany. Isn't it fun? And so I made this bag out of it. This is Tilda fabric. This is random fabric up there. I don't know which one that is. Anyways, this also has quite a bit. Oh, I love my zipper pull. And this is from Two Charming Chicks, C-H-I-X, on Facebook. If you don't know her yet, and if you decide to look into it, kiss some money goodbye. She does beautiful things. All right. Oh, it's more Brenda Gervais. More, I think it's Brenda Gervais. It is. Okay, let's go. Let's go. This is our hearts. Oh, yes, I wanted to stitch that for my husband. This should be doable. All ready to go, except for fabric, I think. This is Quaker sewing tray. I have the tray. Remember that one? Oh, so cute. All ready to go. Well, except for fabric. Woo! This is Manor at Quaker Hill. Did I start this at all? Did I? Or did I just kit it up and throw it in here? All right, here's the, of course, Vicki Clayton. Let's see, what did I match with this? 40 count fawn. I may take it out. I think I'll take it out if it's not stitched on, and it's not. Okay, pristine piece of 40 count fawn. You may join your brothers and sisters in the PTP stack. Picture this plus. All right, in goes the colors though. There's that. Ooh, dying to stitch this one. Heart and Hand, Brenda Gervais, again. Ready to go. Oh, this is an oldie but goodie. Again from Norton. Can't get it. Forget Me Not. And it came with all the things, I think, if I remember. Yep, it came with fabric. Pattern I don't need to pull out. Oh my gosh, these colors are gorgeous together. Ooh. There we go. They've lived a crumpled life. So here, it was a market exclusive. Sorry to show you that. Won't hold it up too long. Back in you go. Sad. All right. Wow, it's really hard to keep these. Oh my God. Let's try it again. Let's do it the other way. These need to be spritzed or waxed when I get going on this. All right, in you go. There you go. This is better. Slightly. There's no good way to do this. All right. Eek, there's more. Heap on the Wood. I remember when I was trying to kit this up and you just couldn't get the colors. And it is done, I think, in the call for. Heap on the Wood. So fun. I was looking for this for a friend. Grateful, thankful, blessed. Possibly not all the colors, but some of them. Anyways, glad I found it. I was looking everywhere. It was in my database that I had it. And I was like, I have this. But here it is. I'll set it aside. All right, that empties out my bag. That concludes the what's in the bag. Number 1. There's going to be lots of them. Okay, my friends, that is that. Hopefully this was fun for you, not just fun for me. Because it was fun for me. I really enjoyed seeing what I had. What's up on my schedule? Yep, a little retreat in September down in Tennessee with, it's a little private thing. 22 of us, 21 or 22 of us. I'm really looking forward to it. That's next weekend. And then October is Hobby House with my friend Tanya Brockmeyer and my other friend. I always have to smile when I call her friend. Okay, because she is. Vicki Jeanette, who's been great to know, I have to say, from Needlework Press. I'm looking forward to that with a number of my friends. Then is the month of November, which is Thanksgiving. We'll be down in Texas, and then comes December, and I'm headed back to Germany to visit my dad. Again, I'm trying to get over there twice a year. can't believe it. I have 4 things coming out, 5 actually, but 4 things that are not exclusive for Christmas, 4 designs. They're finished and they're headed towards the finisher. 1 is completely done. So those will be out in November, right after the Halloween holiday is over. Yeah, and that would wrap up the year, and I'm working on market and other things for next year. So things are going and blowing. All right, that's it. I hope for those of you who love summer, I'm sorry it's coming to an end. For those of you who don't, yay, it is coming to an end. I am not a summer fan. It's been really brutally hot here in Ohio. Even today, where it did cool off a little bit, still super hot, you know, and humid. It just barely rained yesterday, enough to make you miserable. I'm looking forward to cooler weather. That is my jam. And so we'll see you again soon, probably after the retreat is next week. So hopefully I'll come back all rejuvenized and ready to tackle things on the business end again. So that would conclude it. Until we see each other again, stay happy, healthy, and terrific.